It's go big or go home today on The Middle-Aged Kid. What is up, everybody? Glenn here, and today we are going to do some Funko Pop reviews. Kind of a special video today. We're going to tackle some oversized pops today. We've got a couple of pop rides, and we've got a couple of multi-packs of Star Wars pops. So, today we're going to get into the Sandtrooper and Dewback 2-pack. I like the way that rhymes. And then the one that everybody's clamoring for right now, Jabba, Slave Leia, and Salacious B. Crumb. And then we're going to move over to a couple of rides. We've got, from Marvel, Deadpool's Chimichanga truck. This is the gray version from the Comic-Con series this summer. And the latest, Lola, Director Coulson's ride from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on TV. So, let's start with some Star Wars. Okay, let's start with the Sandtrooper and Dewback set. This is a Walmart exclusive. Pretty much find it most places now. They started coming out a couple weeks ago, and now they're at a lot of Walmarts compared to right at the beginning. So, as far as the box goes, this is about a $20 item. I've seen online too sometimes that some Walmarts are putting them on clearance at $10, which is an awesome deal. So, you've got the box. It's got the Walmart sticker. Side, it's pretty much, you know, a picture of the Dewback and the Sandtrooper. And then on the back, it just shows five of the regular Star Wars pops. Really nothing special on the back. And then same thing on the side. So let's take this baby out. Okay, here we are out of the box. Couple of very interesting details on this Sandtrooper and Dewback. Number one, as you all know, all the Star Wars Star Wars figures are baubles because of licensing. So they had to make them baubles, just like the Marvel ones, because of the way licensing works. Hasbro owns the rights to the Marvel and Star Wars action figures. So to get around that, Funko made them all bobbleheads. So that being said, obviously this is a bauble, but what's cool is I didn't realize that the Dewback is a bauble as well. It's got a head on a spring. It doesn't bobble that much, but that's how they're able to make this figure, by making it technically a bobblehead, even though it doesn't bobble a whole lot. Oh, there it goes a little bit. Okay. So let's look at the models. The sculpts on these are really cool. One thing I don't like particularly is the trademark label actually straight on one of the figures. That bothers me just a little bit. I'm not sure why they needed that, especially since, you know, your regular pops don't have that. So that was a little bit irritating. But as far as the sculpt goes, really nice detail. Even it's got the kind of the back fur, or whatever you want to call it. Nice mold of the head and the mouth and the saddle. Just really very detailed, as most pops usually are. As far as the Snowtrooper, pretty much a standard Stormtrooper model. Here's what I like about it. It looks sandy. See, it's got these brown specks all over it. And the front is kind of messed up, as far as it's all brown, as if he was trying to steal home. But that's the way it should be, right? He's a Sandtrooper. He's on Tatooine. He's getting all dusty and dirty. So this is actually a very nice touch for that. As always, the details are good. I like that he's got the stick there. And his backpack as well looks pretty cool. But I love those little details, like putting the sand on the actual Sandtrooper. Now, it would have been nice if they could make it so that the trooper can actually ride the Dewback, but not so much. All pops stand up, right? So that doesn't really work. Overall, I like this set a lot. This will look good out of box. Again, with the oversized pops, it's going to be kind of hard to find space for it. But when I do manage to get it displayed, it'll have a nice look to it. All right, here we go. I want to start by saying how much I absolutely adore this set, especially out of the box. It looks amazing. I mean, talk about detail, but most of all, look at how huge Jabba is. I mean, that is he's just a humongous pop. He's actually bigger than a lot of the 9-inch oversized pops that we get. Just for a little scale, I brought over regular Jabba, and you can kind of see the difference size-wise between Jabba regular and Jabba in this set. He is just outrageously huge, which is awesome. Leia. Leia is, obviously she's got her metal bikini on. This is the first pop that I know of where the character's actually in a sitting or laying down position. Now, that comes with a little bit of a trade-off. You know, these Funko Pops, their heads are bigger than the body. That's the style, right? Well, this one has a little bit of trouble staying upright, which you'd think she wouldn't because she's got a large surface area there as far as the bottom goes. But if you set her down, she falls forward very easily. So, something to take into account. It's not too big of a problem, but you know, if you bump her or anything, then she'll definitely fall off. But as far as the details go, they did a great job with her hair. I mean, it's right there. One thing, it's got another little label on it, like a stamp on her head, which doesn't throw me too much, and looks like a little bit of a flaw over here paint-wise. But there's always going to be those. That's the nature of Funko Pops. The only thing that concerns me about Leia is the fact that she doesn't stand up very well. Alright, so let's check out Salacious. One of my favorite little characters in the Star Wars universe. His typical annoying self, and I like it when that Salacious is a bauble, because it kind of fits his personality. See, he's all jittery and all that. Another cool thing about this set, comes with a stand. Yeah, it's just a little cardboard stand and a background, so it makes you a nice little diorama. But overall, this could be one of my favorite pops, or at least one of my favorite sets of pops. It just looks so cool, and I've got to figure out a great place to display it. But I really dig this one a lot. So there it is. There's the Jabba set. All right, moving on from Star Wars to Marvel. We've got Deadpool's Chimichanga truck. This is the convention exclusive version that came out about the time of San Diego Comic-Con. I picked this one up at Hot Topic. That's where most of these were. This is basically a variant of the original Chimichanga truck ride from Deadpool. This is the gray version with Deadpool's gray suit. And if you look at the box, pretty standard box. And then just shows the truck with Deadpool's bauble out the back. All right, let's open her up. All right, here we go. Let's check it out in a little more detail. Start with Deadpool himself. You can see that it's Deadpool holding a chimichanga in his hand. What's cool about these rides, especially this one, is the fact that this version of Deadpool that comes with the truck is actually a variant version. So it's a version that you can't get unless you get it in the ride. So the normal Deadpool version of this pop is a little bit different. Also doesn't have the hood tuft in the back, which gives it a different look too, if you look in the back like that. But for a pop, looks really good. Love Deadpool pops. This one actually, he has his sword in his right hand. The other Deadpool pops, his sword is in the left instead of the chimichanga. All right, as far as the ride goes, it's funny. It's the chimichanga truck, but it looks like an armored car, which is kind of cool. It's got the graphics on it. So again, it looks kind of cool. The thing about this ride is that you see those two little pegs right there? That's where Deadpool will go. So that way, when you put him in here, he's got the holes in his feet. You just slap him right down in there. And I suppose I shouldn't have taken him out, but I wanted to see a little more. So there you go. So there he is in his ride. Just as any bobbles, you can kind of manipulate the head a little bit so that he's sticking out however you want it. All right, there's the Chimichanga truck. Okay, I've been looking forward to getting this for a long time. It's only my second pop rides, and actually the Chimichanga truck is the first one, but this one is Director Coulson with Lola. So it's with Lola, his basically flying car from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. television series.
What's an wait for?
You've got exactly 10 minutes to decide if you really want to know.
There's no way we can make it to the airfield in 10 minutes.
The tide is rising.
If you look around the box, pretty standard box. Nice picture of him, Clark Gregg in the actual car from the show, and you know, a little stylized him taking off in Lola. All right, let's take her out. Check it out. Alrighty, here's another one of those sets or rides that you don't realize how cool it is until you take it out of the box. This is an awesome design. I love this car. It just looks so cool. Comes on a stand, which is kind of neat. Kind of give the illusion of it's hovering up there. But it just looks so cool. I know it's a plastic toy, but the car itself just looks pretty hot. I love this. The detail on the wheels, Lola on the front, a little S.H.I.E.L.D. logo there, and then it says S.H.I.E.L.D. on the back as well. This looks really cool. As far as the pop goes, it looks like your standard Agent Coulson pop, except in a gray outfit instead of the blue from the Agent Coulson figure. Now, also looks like they lightened his hair up a little bit in this one, but other than that, they're pretty much identical. As with the other ride, it has the pegs in the bottom for you to put Coulson in there, and he's got his two little holes in his feet. Now, what's a little difficult about putting bobbleheads in these rides is that you don't want to screw up their head too much when you're trying to get the feet attached. So you have to be kind of careful with it. There we go. So, and as with all the pops, you can turn his head a little bit so that he's not looking straight ahead. So there you go. Another one of my favorite new pieces. Director Coulson with Lola. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this little Funko Pop review in my remodeled, at least slightly, Studio A. I'm looking forward to displaying these, and I'll throw some pictures up online of how I display them when I figure it out. We are just starting our new box month as far as subscription boxes go, so we're going to dive into those here, and I've got a couple unboxings to do as well. So a lot of videos coming up fast. I know we've taken a couple of days off during my vacation, but I'm going to get right back at it. So as always, I appreciate you subscribing, liking, commenting. I'd love to know which one of these that I reviewed today is your favorite. And hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Not doing too much with Twitch right now, but we'll kind of see how that goes. Until next time, as always, have a great one.